Welcome to Hya Journeys. We are Michael and Tiarna, coming to you from stunning Wanaka, New Zealand. We're here to share our story, inspire yours, and show you what it means to live your higher life. Join us weekly for an inside look at the ups, the downs, and the behind-the-scenes moments of building our wellness brand. This week, we show you where to get the best water in Wanaka for free, naturally filtered by nature. We reconnect with our inner child and fly some kites. Michael turns 28 and we eat lots of cake to celebrate. Michael sits down and talks about the Valley of Cringe and the mindset associated with it. And we finish the week with me working at the beautiful Wanaka Sauna. Welcome to Hya Journeys. It's freezing. Just because it's sunny doesn't mean it's warm.
No, I think I run too warm and then you run too cold. Thursday today, we have done only life admin and work for the last
4 days.
The last 4 days. T's just been on the computer until like 10 p.m. at night.
Doing uni work.
And then I've been late at night at the restaurant, and it hasn't been really nice to film. There hasn't been anything to film. So it's a beautiful blue sky day. My birthday tomorrow, 28. Jeez.
Old boy.
Very old boy.
Creeping up on 30.
But we've got some water to collect, so that will be the next journey in this. Ready? Let's go.
We get this beautiful spring water, which is right in town. Town is just over here. And look at this goodness.
Last time I was here, I had this older gentleman say that it takes 150 years for the water to go from Cardrona to be collected down here. I took it with a grain of salt.
I don't think 100 years, that's not true. Maybe like an hour.
I don't know what he was spouting, but he looks kind of like he knew what he was talking about, but at the same time,
it doesn't make
maybe there's like underground aquifers, I don't know, who knows. But this is our little lovely beautiful spot here. We try to get as much water as possible, making sure that we don't do it around the rains. But you can see the clarity of it is just like the freshest of water.
Tastes good?
Very good.
This is the part where I just watch and I go, well done, you're nearly there. Go, go, go.
So that will be the water that we'll have for, we'll say a good...
Probably a week.
Probably about a week. I'd say that I'd drink 6 litres a day.
No,
Six of the bottles.
Yeah, it's a lot. I probably drink like 1.5.
It gets like 10:30 at night and Tiarna's like, I need water. And then she'll just have all of her water, the quota for the day. But it is, we found when we travelled, or if we went to Auckland or Queenstown, the water difference. Like people speak about how chlorinated it is.
You can smell it.
Yeah, Noosa was bad.
You can smell it in showers particularly. It's really crazy. And even I've been making sourdough and this is the water I use for the sourdough because otherwise it doesn't, the chlorine in the water can affect the fermentation process.
And there was another lady I was speaking to who says that she cooks her rice. She owns one of the restaurants here and she uses the water strictly for the rice because it has nothing in it. Yeah, well, you know.
Birthdays are a weird one. I know some people who are obsessed with them and require it to be a week long. Others want to bury their head in the sand, act like the day and their age doesn't even exist. I find I'm in between them all. I don't want the day to be super normal, but I don't want this crazy emphasis on making it perfect. I guess it's kind of like New Year's Eve. So many people try to make the day perfect. and all this energy gets wasted on trying to control something which, repeat after me, we can't control.
What's happening?
We're gonna go fly a kite that we found in the shed.
We don't know if it works.
Don't know, well, I hope so.
In the past few months, between working like crazy in our hospitality jobs, studying and working on Hya, I realised there hasn't been much time associated with just having fun. When we were children, we would draw, paint, build, destroy, and start all over again for fun. But now as adults, we feel like the only positive contribution we can make with our time is pushing forward with something productive, like working on your computer, lifting weights, and cooking a healthy meal. This focus on progression moves us away from the moment, and in the pursuit of the future, we don't allow ourselves to be present. If we neglect that part of our lives, then we lose track on the meaning and purpose of what we're doing. So I invite everybody watching to think back to their childhood years, their teenage years. Remember what you were excited about. Maybe it was playing sport, or pottery, woodworking, playing an instrument, or even video games. What would make younger you happy? See where that energy goes. Embrace playing, not doing it for any purpose than to just have fun. I've really been embracing this idea of connecting further with my inner child, and I've been putting time into thinking of what would make him happy. Birthdays when we were younger felt so much more exciting. There were party bags, fun games and activities. What can we do as adults to bring some of that energy back? So I invented this game, Pass the Parcel and King's Cup combined. There's 52 cards and 52 layers, and in each layer there's a singular card. When the music stops, whatever card you pull is attached to a certain action. Here is the rules for reference. I started the game off by saying either we'll be laughing about it now or we'll be laughing about it tomorrow. So it's a win-win no matter what. I'm happy to report we all laughed during the game and not at me afterwards. Thank you to everyone who sent love, gave me time or joined me in celebrating my 28th lap around the sun. Appreciate you all.
Is this Piers? I realised that I screwed up the recording of his birthday song.
This one thing is probably stopping you from reaching your potential. So this is called the Valley of Cringe. So this is the Valley of Cringe. When you start anything, especially something new, you start in the valley. In here, this is where you're confronted with not only your own thoughts, but the thoughts of others and people around you. Until you break through this and get to the finish line of success or whatever metric that you're trying to measure, a lot of people get stuck in this position. Whenever you start creating content, doing something new, you will fall into this level of uncomfortability. This is the zone that we want to break through and move through. And the only way that we can do that is with consistency and repetition. We need to learn from our mistakes. We need to learn from anything that life is presenting to us. For so many people, they see people's successes, all the famous podcasters, fitness bloggers, YouTubers, movie stars. We need to look back at their journey at the start and put ourselves in their shoes then, not when they've completed their goals. This takes years of time. This takes dedication, consistency. Anybody who has done any form of sport or music, or you've learnt a software, this is where you'll be for most of your journey, learning, educating yourself, feeling into what works and what doesn't. This success up here, the finish line, that always gets pushed back, but we get more comfortable. When we started Hya Wellness, even just announcing it to our friends and family felt like we were climbing Mount Everest. What are people going to think? What are people going to say? How are our friends going to respond? Will they be happy for us or will they be scared for us? And this level of cringe, I believe we've moved out of. There are moments where we We still kind of cringe at ourselves, but I think we've started to slowly move out to that stage. As I said, this can be exchanged for anything that we do. Cringe can be changed to uncomfortability, and the finish line can be comfort. Eating well, sleeping well, moving, exercise, making friends, all these things are uncomfortable. There is no growth in this world that doesn't come from uncomfortability. Breathwork, sauna, ice baths, it's all uncomfortable. But the finish line at the end of it is comfortability. So if you're ever in a stage where you're not too sure if you're growing, moving forward, or sinking and moving backwards, if you are uncomfortable, that's probably a good sign that you are moving forward. If you're sitting in too much comfortability for too long, that will either slow you down or move you back.
I just arrived to work. How good. I'm working at the sauna today and it is so nice, so beautiful, so calm. There's nobody here yet, just me. The Wanaka sauna has been around for the last couple of years and we've been absolutely hooked with it from the get-go. It's such a great way to wind down at the end of the day and also gives you some epic physiological benefits. So if you're ever in Wanaka, we highly recommend it. We have also been fortunate enough to work alongside them for many of our events. So if you're looking at amplifying your own practice or wanting to add a corporate wellness option, you know where to turn. If you're enjoying this episode of Hya Journeys, don't forget to like and subscribe. It really does help us out a lot. Thank you for watching this episode of Hya Journeys. Tune in next week for a new episode and have a great week.